What's up, everyone? Gojin the Makai Phantom approaching ya, and today we're diving back into the era of Ultraman Criminals, Goji 73, and last but certainly not least, Deadzilla. Seriously, is anyone really fucking surprised? Anyway, it's no secret I love toys. Unfortunately, no one I know within walking distance appreciates them the same way I do. But on the bright side, I can always play with myself. What, you thought I was referring to something else? So being on a weekly upload schedule with the type of grind I'm going with, I decided to take time out to talk about some figures in my collection. Some of the beauties, others... That being said, grab your popcorn, your sister's dildo, and prepare to lose your bitches as we gonna talk about collectibles. The figure we gonna talk about is my most recent delivery of Godzilla Ultima from Godzilla Singular Point. So, I probably should go on about his history and all that irrelevant to the action figure itself, because more than likely you're too young to care. Come on, I need something to drag out the video, I'm a starving artist. Ultima is the final, or at the very least, current form to Godzilla in the latest TV series, Godzilla Singular Point. He's pretty much this giant force of nature across multiple dimensions known as, well, the Singular Point, hence the name of the show, who has the ability to kinda mess up the entire universe, God being nothing new to Godzilla since that was the intention of his creation from the start, but Shin Godzilla kinda cranked that God effect to 100, which served as such a franchise success, Toho seems to be sticking to that direction. Anyway, before going on about the figure itself, I personally see the boxes that you don't have to rip apart as an accessory. It not only keeps the figure, they intentionally designed it to look cool to serve as a decoration, so to take a moment to admire this beauty, wow. It displays the most badass shots of the toy to represent what we got in screen, and everything from the writing plus screams Singular Point. Background is literally the colors of the intro to the series. Say what you will about Bandai and Tamashii Nations, but come on, they have the coolest box arts. But I don't think there's much else to add for the box, so maybe we should move on to what y'all clicked the review for, the toy itself. The on-screen accuracy is undebatably the most important part to an action figure, at least for me. We get these because we want a representation of that character, and this? Wow, it captures Ultima's presence for sure. We got the one head, which you can move around how you choose, and we got the secondary head that portrays him ready to fire his atomic breath, which, as you can see, is similar to that of Shin Godzilla like at Wii Show. To be honest, I'm expecting a repaint to have colorful points around the design with a beam effect. This is something Monsterarts done multiple occasions, and if this one is even remotely successful, they'll find a way to resell it as well. Now, in the front, you'll notice he looks a bit thin, but it's an articulated action figure for only $100. Don't expect anything flawless. These aren't anything too distracting though, unless we're to nitpick for the sake of it. Picking this baby up, you're going to want to grab him from under the tail along with the rest of his body. Because if you watch Godzilla Singular Point, the tail in that show, a lot like Shin Godzilla, is absolutely f***ing massive. So if you're making an action figure of this beast, I think that's kinda necessary since it is a very recognizable trait of this particular incarnation. So if you don't grab him from under the tail, there is a good chance that a disaster would be waiting to happen, and the would fall apart. But you know what, it's pretty easy to avoid that, just go by that rule. I think it's kinda obvious since the thing is pretty much over half the figure's body size. Paint job isn't bad at all. If I was to nitpick, there is minor scuffs on his teeth, and the eyes, if you really want to bitch about something, are slightly derped on mine. But compared to what they've done right, his entire body is matching, the teeth and claws look bony to stand out from his body, the dorsal fins carry that maple leaf design and color. What's not to love? Now, the articulation of this guy, as expected, is well done. But this is Monsterarts we're talking about. Aside from being more affordable than X+, we buy these for all the cool poses we can do with them. Tail isn't the most movable thing where you can do all these crazy spins, at least I don't think. But judging by the more tightness than the rest of his figure, I'm gonna make that assumption because I'm not gonna twist it around and break the damn thing I paid for. Jesus what would I tell Bondi? So I was sort of messing around with the tail and... Sir, calm down. Jesus, I can't even understand a word you're saying! Why would you even need to anyway? He didn't put his tail in these awkward directions in Singular Point. Who's gonna do this to the articulation? I just don't see the purpose. Accessories, honestly, are slightly lame. We got 2 miniature jet jaggers, which is cool if you want a tiny version of the mech, but I don't know, the lack of paint job just feels lazy, and I really don't have any desire to display these guys without the fear of losing a piece of the product that wasn't necessary to begin with. We are getting a solo figure though, so to anybody disappointed, look forward to that. I currently got my pre-order set. Godzilla Ultima is an incredible release, and I'm thankful for Bondi and Tamashii Nations for putting this one out. Ultima is currently in my top 5 incarnations, really love the Oni-esque design with elements of Shin Godzilla, and the guys at the corporations captured that with this beauty. Pick it up if you're a collector who likes Ultima or Godzilla at all. I think you'll appreciate it as much as I did if you can afford it. If not, there are cheaper options that look fine for the price, but man, if you have the dough, please don't hesitate on grabbing this one. Anyway, that was it for this episode. Please comment your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed it, please smash that like button, share it around, and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell for notifications to keep up to date on all my future content, and also check out my social media accounts and alt tech. All are linked down in the description down below, alongside Anteiku. Check them out if you have an itch for anime or anything nerdy. They have been a very big help to my growth lately, and I can't thank them enough. This is Gojin the Makai Phantom, leaving the building.